happening, guys? It's Bhatnagpal for iGyaan.in, and today we're going to be reviewing the Samsung Omnia W. W stands for Wonder. This is their official Windows Phone device in the Indian market. It's possibly one of the better Windows Phone devices available today, especially because of the price. The Omnia is priced at 18,000 rupees in the market. It's fairly cheap comparing it to the other devices, including the Radar and especially the Lumia, which is priced in at 20,000 rupees, which is comparable to this. The Lumia 800 is actually priced at 30,000 rupees. The Lumia 710 is much cheaper, somewhere in its price range, but the specs in this can actually be compared to the Lumia 800. The device itself is extremely well built. It is a bit plasticky, not anywhere near the build quality of the Lumia, but it's definitely well built, and there is no squeaking or tweaking from the device. If you look at the back of the device, it actually reminds you of some of the previous Samsung devices, including the Samsung Galaxy R. This metal cum plastic backplate is an identification of that. The device features plastic construction completely, and the buttons and everything including the bezel is all plastic. The device, however, is very light and does not squeak or rattle at all. We're not too big a fan of this metal portion in the back because it's really weak and it does dent easily, as we saw on the Galaxy R. But overall the build quality of the device seems suitable, and the bezel on the side, although may not look very impressive, but it's actually a little bit, a hair raised above the screen. So what that does is it actually prevents your screen from breaking if your device falls flat on the ground. It gives it some sort of protection because of being raised, which is actually pretty good. This glass on the front is a scratch resistant glass, but it is not a Gorilla Glass, so it's not impact resistant. You do have a front facing camera along with a rear facing camera, which is a 5 megapixel camera. It does 720p HD video, and you have a nice speakerphone over here. A slightly tilted headphone jack, which gave us a little bit of trouble with our earphones. So let's quickly get into the user interface and talk more about that. On the front over here, you will see the lock screen of Windows Phone Mango, and you have this really nice jump type lock screen. You tap and it gives you a small preview of what's happening behind the lock screen. But before you unlock it, you can see your date and time information. Of course, you have your calendar updates and your SMS notification, missed call notifications on the bottom of the screen over here. You can also get network information along with connectivity and battery life on the top of the screen. Slide the lock screen out and you will see the same live dial interface that you've possibly been seeing on a bunch of other Windows Phone 7 devices. It's essentially the same user interface that you've been seeing everywhere. Pull down from the top and you can see the status bar that gives you network information and battery life. Increase the volume and or decrease the volume to quickly access the profile tab, which will let you select ring or vibrate and also give you the volume levels. As you can see, these live tiles are really dynamic and they update live. We are connected to our Facebook account, so all our latest updates from Facebook directly show up on the People's tab, which is really cool. The phone dialer is a standard Windows phone dialer, and you can see over here that you have really nice Windows dialer keys. Very easy to dial. The earpiece is exceptionally loud and clear. The microphone picks up your audio. We got a solid network connection from this device, no problems with the network. We did, however, face a little bit of problem with the HSPA connectivity. 3G, however, works great. It gets a little bit buggy when you're trying to connect to HDPA, and also it had a lot of trouble connecting to MTNL networks in Delhi. So we don't know why that's happening, but Vodafone, Airtel, Idea, all those networks work great. The Omnia also has a video call feature, so you can use a 3G SIM card and make video calls using the front-facing camera to another device which has a video calling enabled. You will need, however, a 3G SIM card for that to happen. Messaging on this device is also really fast and responsive. Simply go into compose a message and you'll see one of the best keyboards available on a mobile operating platform, especially on a touchscreen. This keyboard is really fast and a lot of fun to use. It also gives you predictive text, so you can actually select what you're trying to type. A good keyboard from Samsung. or actually it's a standard keyboard in Windows Phone devices. Battery life on this device is pretty good. We got about 4.5 hours or 5 hours of talk time on the Omnia W, and we got about 48 hours of standby. The device does have a 1.4 gigahertz processor. It has 8 gigabyte of storage, and pretty good and fast responsive device from Samsung over here. The Windows Phone operating system works pretty good on this. You do have a bunch of applications that Samsung adds in this. You have All Share, which is given by Samsung, and you do have, of course, you have the video call app, which is a Samsung only app. You also get Tango calls for Samsung, so it's like a VoIP service for Windows Phone devices. It's called Tango, so that allows you to make calls to other Tango users. In terms of the marketplace, you do have a Samsung zone where you have Samsung specific applications that Samsung gives for free. So like we said, Tango, Photo Studio, Rubik's Cube, some dictionaries and Photogram, a bunch of applications that Samsung gives for free. And then you have standard apps and games, which are like any other Windows Phone operating system. You can see the same user interface, no changes over there. You can also customize the home screen a little bit extra by going into settings and changing the theme from the blue to say a mango color, and then it becomes this ugly mango color. Coming back, we'll just shift that back to blue for the sake of this review. One more thing that you can actually do is change the background from dark to light, so that actually becomes a white background, and depends on what you like. We prefer dark, but the white also looks good sometimes. Okay, so coming into the Internet Explorer, it has the standard Windows Internet Explorer. It's possibly one of the fastest browsers that we have seen on a mobile device again. It loads up all sorts of websites, but it does have a problem loading up Flash content and some scripts. For example, Google Ads don't work properly. If you switch to the full website, you will also see that Flash content does not load properly. However, smooth transitions from portrait to landscape, the accelerometer doing its bit over there. Pinching and zooming in, again smooth, panning, scrolling, all those things work brilliantly on a Windows Phone Internet Explorer. Possibly the best or the fastest browser there is in the mobile phone world, and you'll see that the full website looks great once loaded, and panning and scrolling is exceptionally smooth on the Windows Phone platform, and the device is quite capable of handling that, so no issues there. Quickly jumping into the camera, you'll see a 5 megapixel camera which does great color reproduction along with great imaging. You have a really nice focus and click. It's actually a very good and fast clicker. You do get some options over here. You can share to Facebook, you can use it as a wallpaper, you can delete, you can auto fix it as well, so it changes the color a little bit. We prefer the unfixed version, gives us a better representation of the image. You get good color reproduction from the camera. Coming back into that, video quality is however poor, and indoors don't expect the video to shine on you, but you really need a lot of lighting for the video quality to do justice. You can add some effects as well into video, but the maximum level of video is 720p HD video, and you can of course have a video light as well. And it does decent quality video, and we'll upload a sample on our YouTube channel. You of course have a front facing camera as well, and I'm going to come back to that. Camera is here. There is a front facing camera, and you can shift to that very easily. You can see our equipment over there, and does a decent job of taking self portraits and comes in handy when you're making the video call. You do have a daily briefing app that comes free with the device, so it gives you your weather information, the latest news, stock updates from your location, so it uses GPS to find out your location. The pictures album, again you'll see the same user interface with large font and scrolling from left to right. If you go into the camera roll over here, you can pinch to zoom in, you can do some edits to the image as we showed earlier. So that's about it for the picture application. You can also set it as the lock screen wallpaper, so this wallpaper that shows up in the front here can be replaced with any picture that you take or download from the internet. These live tiles are also customizable, and you can move them around or delete them if you don't want them on the front page. If you want to add something on the front page, you can simply go and hold down your finger and say pin to start, and it comes to the start menu, no problem whatsoever. The interface is really smooth and fast to respond, and the device works exceptionally well and does a good bit of gaming, and the processor is actually capable of handling that. So I'm going to give you an example of that. So that was Bike Mania. I'm going to also quickly play Need for Speed. So as you can see, the device can handle high graphic games without any problem. You also have this really nice app called Ask Ziggy, which is available for free from the marketplace nowadays. And it's actually like a Siri replacement for Windows Phone devices. So it actually does do quite a repetitive representation of Siri on the Windows Phone devices. So I'm just going to give it a quick try. Who am I?
Questions a person can ask. Only you can know the answer.
So as you can see, it actually sounds like Siri and answers like Siri, and it's actually pretty cool. And you can ask it a bunch of things. You can get directions to a particular location that works properly in India. You can also find flight statuses, stock prices. You can update your Facebook and Twitter. You can also call, text or email your contacts. You can get the weather for a particular place, and it's actually free from the marketplace, and it does all those things for you. It's not as interactive as Siri is, and you can't pull it up by pressing a button. But if you do like to use it, you can actually put it in the main screen, pin to start, and place it on the top right next to the phone dialer. It can be one of your most used applications. Right here. So if you place it on the top, you can access it anytime. You do, however, need an internet connection at all times to use this app, which is a very good application. It just shows that all sorts of devices can do what Siri does, and you don't really need an expensive phone to do that. So that's basically a quick in-depth review of the Samsung Omnia W, possibly the best Windows phone available in the market today, especially because of the price and the specs on this device. It also has a nice processor, nice specifications, a good AMOLED display. It also has a front-facing camera, a rear-facing camera, and it looks pretty good. We actually like the hardware Windows button, so you can actually pull up the screen with that. And in most Windows Phone devices, you actually have to look for the power button, but here you have two options. So if you're in the market for a Windows Phone device or actually want to try out with a new operating system, this operating system is quite fast and responsive, and it is possibly the cleanest operating system in this price bracket. It's really good to use and fast to operate. There is no lagging or crashing in this OS. It's really bug-free and error-free. At least for the time being. You do have a limitation of the number of apps being less compared to Android and iOS, but if you don't want to get into the hassle of customizing your phone a lot that you need to do with Android especially, or you don't want to spend a lot of money for iOS, this device is possibly a good option for you, and you can definitely go in for this at 18,000 rupees. It's a good smartphone and should solve most of your purposes. You can also edit and organize office documents on this, configure all sorts of email accounts, synchronize your office mail on this as well, so it can act as a business phone for you as well. So there you go, guys. For more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyaan.in. If you have any questions or queries, you can log on to our forums. If you do like this video, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike the phone, leave a comment and tell us why. Don't give the video a thumbs down, guys, because then that means you didn't like the video. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That helps us go a little bit further. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter and on Google+. The links to those are at the end of this video or in the description below. For iGyaan.in, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaan.